Hi guys, Kobus Kühn here. I'm a certified financial planner, and in today's video we're going to look at buy and sell agreements for business owners, why you should consider it, and what are the benefits of having it in place. Enjoy! A buy and sell agreement is put in place to ensure a smooth transaction on the untimely passing of one of the business owners. It also contains a method of valuing each owner's interest in the business. A buy and sell agreement is a legal contract between the owners of a business which obligates them to sell their interest in the business on their untimely passing. It also obligates the surviving co-owners to buy the interest from the deceased estate. This agreement can be on death or on death and disability. Why would you have a buy and sell agreement in the first place? Well, simply put, you and your business owners will most probably have a very good business relationship. You understand each other and work towards the same goal and vision for the company. On the untimely passing of one of the business owners, their interest in the business will pass on to their heirs who inherit it. This could potentially raise certain concerns. The heirs and the surviving co-owners might not share the same vision for the company, or even worse, they might not even get along in the first place. The surviving co-owners will be forced to share profits from the business with the new partners who might lack the necessary skills and expertise for the role that they have to play in the business. They will also now be in a position of power and have a say on the day-to-day runnings of the business, which might have a greater impact on the business that it can handle at that stage. But it can go both ways. The heirs might not even want the interest in the business in the first place. They would have much rather wanted the value of the business interest in cash so that they can invest it themselves. This could potentially result in the heirs selling off their interest in the business to someone completely unknown, leaving the surviving co-owners with a stranger as their new partner. And that's not to say that they will all get along. If, on the other hand, the surviving co-owners decide to sell their interest in the business to the heirs, the payment will have to be delayed until the deceased estate is wound up, which could take months and even several years. If the surviving partners wish to buy the interest in the business from the heirs, they'll have to source funds, which could be a difficult task. And on top of that, they will have to pay interest until the debt is fully paid. It might even be difficult if the heirs ask a very unreasonable price. There is also the threat of liquidation. This could mean that the surviving partners will have to start all over again, or even look for a job. Let us look at an example. John is 52 years old. He owns a 60% share in a farming business just outside Hartswater in the Northern Cape. In his will, he stated that his only child will inherit his entire estate. John has a daughter, Claire, who is 25 years old. She lives in Joburg with her husband and has achieved great success as a medical doctor. John sadly passed away and Claire inherited his entire estate, including his share in the business. Claire is a medical doctor and has no idea of running a large farming operation. She has never been interested in her father's business. She's a medical doctor and wished to stay that way. She would have much rather wanted the value of her father's shares in cash so that she can pay off her student loan and her new home loan. The problem here is that the surviving co-owners might not be in a position to buy Claire's share out. Claire is now stuck with a large business and a great responsibility that she does not want. Claire decides to sell her share to a stranger, leaving the surviving shareholders vulnerable to an unknown business partner. If a buy and sell agreement was set in place, the surviving shareholders would have been in a position to buy John's share out from his estate. Claire would have inherited money rather than shares. Both parties would have been happy and business could continue as usual. A buy and sell agreement can be funded by way of a life insurance policy. And if structured correctly and meets all the requirements, it will be free from estate duty. This is a major benefit. In order for a buy and sell policy to be free from estate duty, it has to meet certain requirements. We call it the 3 Ps: person, purpose, premium. The policy had to be taken out on the life of a person who on the date of his death held a share or like interest in the business. The policy had to be taken out with a purpose to acquire the share or like interest in the deceased business. And lastly, no premium was paid by the deceased. All the requirements have to be met in order for this policy to be free from estate duty. Just an interesting fact: if your interest in a business is held in a trust, it doesn't meet all the requirements and thus will attract estate duty. It's important to have the right plan in place and a clear understanding between your business partners. Sometimes there's more on the line than just money. People, employees who depend on the business to run in order for them to look after their own families. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if so, smash that like button, share it and subscribe. This was a very simplified explanation of what a buy and sell agreement is. If you require more help or advice on the contingency plan of your business, you're welcome to contact me. My contact details are in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you!